Hello everyone and welcome back to the stream, and we're going to keep going with the progress of Everlasting Summer. We ended up at day 4, I think? Yeah, day 4, and we're going to keep continuing, going on with the story, and probably, as Fanda suggested, we will make babies. But that won't really happen, or maybe it will. Or maybe we'll just get poisoned. Either way, let's start. Let's see, yes, I need to find that game. There we go. So, as I mentioned before, this is a visual novel. It's great. You make the choices in game. And also, this stream is 18 plus. So if you're not 18, don't watch it. Just kidding, I'm not even 18 myself, so that's fine. But suit yourself, because there may be some not safe for work. Just so you know. Okay, let's see here. Save game, ironically, which is not a save game, it's actually a load game. And let's jump into the world of Everlasting Summer. Oh, also, you see that poster? A friend of mine, Fanda, told me that that poster is actually a reference to a specific movie. I don't remember the movie's name, but it was a French movie for some reason. Oh well, let's keep on going, guys. I woke up from a hellish jingling inside my head. The jingle seemed to be coming from the depth of my consciousness. But after I came to my senses, I realized... apparently the movie is called Louis de Funès. That's where this poster came from. But after I came to my senses, I realized that because of the jingle is my alarm clock. Strange. Where did it come from? Why is it standing near my bed? It was 7:30, according to the clock. Olga had already left, and there was nobody to force me into coming to the lineup. Thus, I can sleep a bit more. Yeah, that's great. I closed my eyes, but seemed like my consciousness already had its coffee. I was ready for a long, productive day. I need to get up. No, stay in the bed! You don't want to go up there. I should plan my day out. After all, I need to find out at least something today. But still, nothing came to my head. Fine, I need to wake up completely and wash myself. On my way to washstands, I met Senya. What got you up so early? Anything wrong with being up early? She looked at me as if I had insulted her. No, nothing, just being curious. None of your business. I'm sorry, okay? If it's not my business, I should go and find out more about it. Oh, okay. These canteens still looks like cans. Beer cans. Yeah. Gosh, Senya isn't very sympathetic, even in a good mood. But today she just looked furious. Cold water cheered me up, fog in my head dissipated, and my thoughts started arranging themselves. Curiously, I started to worry about occupying a good place in the canteen, more than about finding answers. I brushed my teeth and was going to leave, when a quiet waft passed my ears. It's probably a squirrel, or some other animal. I heard another waft, this time a bit farther. I walked 10 meters along the path, searching for the source. Nobody, just the mooring forest. I returned to the washstand and saw Miku, who was looking for something in the grass. Oh, hi there. Noticing me, she smiled and jumped up to me. Oh, hello, good morning. I accidentally scattered my tooth powder, just trying to gather it all back. I don't think it's a great idea trying to get all the tooth powder back when it's probably in the grass. You probably get some grass on the tooth powder as well. Oh well, that may be nice as well, I don't know. Yeah, finally, Mudkip is not alone in the chat. Make sure to help out in the chat so it's not all dead. Your dress didn't seem to be helping her. Are you sure that's a good idea? Well, why? What else can I do? I don't have any more. It was my last. Oh shit. You can't brush your teeth for 3 days. She pouted as a child who just had her favorite toy taken from her. Exactly, that's the expression you get when someone takes your favorite toy. What happened? Here, I'll give you mine. I digged in my bag. No toothpaste there. Strange. Did I not just put it there? I walked away for just a minute and now it's gone. Listen, it looks like I have forgotten it. I didn't want to tell her that it just got missing. Knowing the sensitivity of this girl, it was safe to assume that vanishing household chemicals would impress her so much that her brain would reset itself in order to avoid overheating. That's really hilarious, actually. Well, I'll go. Yeah, cheers, visit us, I mean me, in the music club. I'm still alone there, but we, I mean I. Mickey's voice faded out, faded in the freshness of a summer morning far behind me. What a douche, he just keeps on walking like, I don't give a shit about you. Getting back to the leader's cabin, I took my cell phone and looked at the battery meter. Why? Enough power for a day, maybe even less. Of course, it won't help me much in here, but still. Finding a charger in the 80s means inventing it. I was going to head for breakfast when somebody knocked on the door. It was Lena. Good morning? Yeah, good. I was taken aback a bit. The events of the previous day were still fresh in my memory, but I didn't really want to speak about them. You're probably looking for Olga, aren't you? Well, no. She wants the tea, guys! Well, no, I mean, yes. Linda was her usual self, shy and easily embarrassed. That dance on the pier, now it seemed no more than a dream. She's not here, I'm sorry. Okay then, I'll go. You're not alone, Mudkip, I'm always here. Okay. When Lena left, I thought that it was too cold towards her, so I decided to be nicer on the next encounter. Still, regardless, the morning was shining beautiful. Bright sun was shining over the lost space and time pioneer camp Sovianok, warming its tenants and filling them with energy to spend the day productively. It's quite sad that Semyon... Oh, never mind. Oh, so this is part of Olga. This is Olga's bed. Okay, I see. I understand why now. Or in my case, to waste it in futile efforts to find an explanation for everything happening here. There was an unusual crowd near the canteen. Of course, there was no other place in the camp that pioneers loved as much as the canteen, but why crowding at the porch? I came closer to find out what was going on. It looked like all the camp gathered at the porch. There were all the familiar girls, Olga and Electronic. So, apparently, Electronic's a girl now. She lied all the time about being a boy, and named Cheese. They were having a lively discussion. I drew closer. Ah, Semyon. Have you seen Shuri today? No, what's the matter? Yeah, that's a way to get... Yeah, that's a pretty smart way, Mudkip. We can't find him since the early morning. Disappearance of pioneers. Well, that's something new. But he was with you yesterday. She was talking to Electronic. Yeah, he was. So you woke up this morning and he wasn't anywhere near? No. Why didn't you come to me immediately? Well, I thought that he got up earlier and went for water procedures or something. Didn't he mention anything yesterday? Interjected Slavia. For example, that he's going somewhere, for instance. No. What exactly is so horrifying about that? It's only 9 AM. He might have decided to go for a walk. You don't know, Shuri. Oh, fuck you know. I know him pretty well, you know. Don't look all pissed at me. She overlooked me seriously. Well, I don't. Well, I do. But I didn't see anything suspicious in that situation. Okay, let's stop panicking. We'll find him. Yeah, that Alright, it looks like a panicked face. You couldn't look more panicked. How could he miss breakfast? The lolly is back. Guys, hide! Uliana grinned. Exactly, time to eat anyway. Pioneers had proceeded into the canteen. Yet again, I had no choice where to stick in. The only 3 places were at the table with Alisa and Uliana. Take a seat. She pointed at a chair next to her. I sat down. Alisa looked as usual. Didn't seem like she was going to start a fight because of me missing the performance I had promised to come to see before. Well, if she doesn't feel like talking about it, then why would I? Aren't you gonna grab your food? Good idea. Nah, skip eating. I'll eat my plate. Got a lot of fiber. Good idea, I haven't thought about that. So you went into the canteen to eat, but you didn't think about taking a plate of food to actually eat? You learn something new every day, folks. Breakfast didn't look different from yesterday's one, but it looked more appetizing. Or maybe I was just very hungry. Or maybe I was eager to finish it off as soon as possible to evade yet another Uliana's prank. Wanna go to the beach with us today? When? Right after the breakfast. Generally speaking, entertainment wasn't on my agenda today, but if I was going to spend time thinking, why shouldn't I do it while getting the suntan? Yeah, I gotta get the suntan, you know. Actually, I was in Florida actually getting some suntan. I'm still pretty brown. Sure, why not? Ah, cool. She smiled nicely. Bet you're planning another prank. No, not at all. Of course, this is not a lying fight face at all. Uliana waved her hands at me. Sure thing, Alisa grinned. She's all like that. No way. I think she is right. Nobody doubts. Uliana took a tray with dirty dishes and stood up. Bon appetit. She said in such a way which left no doubts. Nothing good awaits me today at the beach. Me and Alisa were left alone. You know, I guess I shouldn't be going with you after all. Why is that? Well, I've got something to do. And what exactly would that be? She looked in my eyes so that I didn't even find an appropriate excuse. I don't even have a swimsuit. Try mine. Oh yeah, bra. That's totally sexier than a guy. I mean a pink bra and... and so, or maybe even a school swim uniform. I don't know. You think it will fit me? Of course. he has man boobs like this big. Give it a try. I don't think it's worth it. Don't be a wimp. We'll find you swimming trunks. The phrase only added to my fear. Wait me by the canteen, I'll be back soon. Okay. There's nothing bad in waiting for her, is it? Finishing my breakfast, I left the building and sat on the stairs. Pioneers, all having their own business, were hurrying past me one by one. No one stopped by me. You're all alone, aren't you? Poor guy. Poor Simeon. No one even looked in my direction. This is probably the saddest story I've ever read. It seemed they didn't consider me a stranger, but exactly the opposite. Just another teenager of their age. Their comrade, you could say. I caught myself thinking that I had to perceive this camp and its inhabitants with not such a strong caution as on the first day. Indeed, Alisa was back in a couple of minutes. Ready? Ready for what? She gave me the trunks. Though you could hardly call it trunks. It looked like pink boxes ornamented with butterflies and flowers. Oh my god, that's so sexy. I would totally wear that. Going to the beach with pink... yeah, with pink boxers and butterflies and flowers. Why not rainbows while you're at it? They were actual boxers. I am afraid to ask, where did you get this? Too scared to put it on? Well, you know, I had no slightest intention to. I appreciated her joke, but it wasn't going to become a laughingstock. Put it on. Okay. I'm sorry. She said roughly. Why won't you try it on instead of me? Yeah, strip the shirt off and took it and put on the trunks. That's all that's needed. If you catch my meaning. I think that the color of this bikini set off your eyes very nice. Pink with orange. Yeah, that's a nice color combination. Let's make a bet. I had no desire to accept their bets. No thanks. Alright, you go to the beach wearing it or you swim naked. Weighing the pros and cons, the second variant seems even better than the first. I'm not planning to go anywhere at all. The $200 are still available, my boy. Okay, so do I get $200 if I strip in front of the screen? Nah, I'll postpone it, maybe some other time. Then I'll tell everyone that you left these trunks in my house. Why would I do that? How do I know? I don't like that smile. She bursted out in laughter. I didn't want to argue with Elisa, so I decided to go to the beach in the end. But not in those glamorous trunks. But Semyon, pink is the manliest color. How could you not wear them? Okay, I'll be very intimidated. It even has butterflies and flowers. Don't be late. Same to you. Insert oh here. She ran away after saying that. I dragged my feet to the leader's cabin to get a towel and find something like trunks. Oh no. Oh no. She's here to rape me. Olga was waiting for me in the room. Semyon, did you hear something about Shurik? Same as half an hour ago. I walked to my bed and took a towel. Are you going somewhere? Yes, to the beach. Wait, do you have swimming trunks? You came here without any luggage, as I remember. Strange, but this fact didn't surprise her during our first encounter. No. Yeah, Fanda, I wonder that too. She's always in the cabin for some reason. Wait a minute. I wonder if it can fit or not. I'll go with not, so try to find some other person. So what will you wear? Good question. What? I'll swim naked! I don't know. Wait a minute. She walked to the wardrobe and unlocked a drawer. In a moment she had the usual black trunks. Where did she get it? More importantly, why? Has there been a guy here? Because she has black swimming trunks for a guy? Oh no. And it's fitting for his age. Oh no, I don't like where this is going at all. So you're telling me that when she's alone in the cabin, she invites people to her cabin? It all makes sense. We need to get out of here now. Someone from the previous shift might have forgotten, man. Yeah, previous shift. Considering all the strange things of this camp, it wasn't really surprising to find men's swimming trunks in Olga's room. No, I'm not surprised actually. Thanks. The trunks were just my size. I got changed behind the cabin and went to the beach. What if someone saw your butt? A lot of pioneers had already gathered there, but I knew only Elisa and Uliana. Olga, I came prepared, pulls out trunks. A lot of pioneers had already gathered there, but I already read that. Still me. Come here. No! Uliana is flat-chested. Guys, I can't handle this. Just kidding. I walked to them and sat on the sand. Oh, wow, that's pretty revealing if you ask me. I see you found something better. She stared at my trunks and smirked. As you can see. Where did you get them? Olga gave them to me. Oh, you poor bastard. Come on, let's swim. I don't wanna. Maybe later. I was not a fan of swimming. As you want. Are you fucking kidding me, Semyon? You have a chance to jump into the water and swim to that train and get the hell out of this camp. Trust me, it's been standing there for a couple of seconds, so you should be there in time and jump onto the train and get the fuck out of here. The girls ran into the water. Why have I come here? Why am I not looking for answers? Shouldn't I care about it now? Sovyanok seemed normal. Certainly, a lot of strange things happened to me during these 3.5 days, but not one of them taken separately seemed like anything supernatural. Especially since I didn't get any closer to finding even a clue. Quite the opposite. Everything that has happened only confused me more. What alternatives do I have? You won't get any truth from local residents, though I doubt they even know it. Should I try to leave this place? But how far can I walk, concerning that I don't even know where I am? There's a fucking train over there. Don't you fucking see it? It turns out that my only option is to wait. Poor guy. After some time, the girls came back. Uliana held something in her hands. Oh no, it's a sea cucumber. Ugh! Look! I looked up and saw a crayfish. Yes, a normal crayfish. Semyon. Every crayfish is special. Oh, yeah, that's a really nice crayfish. Yeah. I love a crayfish. It's so cool. I'm not looking at anything special. Uliana lied next to me and started tormented. Oh my god, that rainbow mudkip. Leave the poor animal alone. Why? Because I said so. Why? It is a crayfish. Yeah, because it's a crayfish, it doesn't have any value for its life. So what? It has a right to live too. Finish it! I'll rip its claws off and ask the cook to boil it for dinner. That's horrible. Like we have nothing else to eat. No, we'll have to survive. Stranded deep. I looked at Elisa. It seems she was totally not interested in Uliana's fun with a poor sea being. Tell her. What's wrong? It's a crayfish. It deserved it. What the fuck? It looked like the girls missed the lessons of nature, studying in primary school and lacked the care for the environment. Give it. I snapped the crayfish off Uliana. As you wish. I was a little surprised she didn't resist. I looked in the eyes of the poor animal. It didn't express anything at all, but I thought that if it could speak, it certainly would be outraged. Maybe it would even go to the UN Convention of Human Rights. But that's not possible. It's not a human. It's a crayfish. To tell the truth, I wasn't sure it would help. I took the crayfish to the river and set it free. Never mind, I'll catch more. There are plenty of them here. Said Uliana. No doubt about it. Something. Just wait a second, guys. Alright. I mumbled. The time passed and I was getting sleepy. I fell asleep. I don't remember what I was dreaming about, if I was dreaming at all, but I woke up because someone shaved my shoulder. Yeah, crayfish are people too. Oh no. What's up with all the girls and all this revealing of the body? It's like, please, paint me like one of your French girls. Did you come to swim too? I asked, still being half asleep. No. It is almost for lunch and time for lunch and we still can't find Shuri. Why did you change if you're not going to jump into the water? Or even be here for just a moment? The leader said, standing before me in a wet swimsuit. But you told me me you were not supposed to swim. What the fuck? And I want you to look for him. Seems like I'm the only pioneer in this camp. I was sincerely outraged. Every time it was getting clear that Olga Dmitrievna considered me her bellhop with the function of a slave, or vice versa. If I came to you, then I want you to help me. Why exactly me? However, after giving it some thought, I decided to agree. Yeah, you can't disagree to both sides. She is a dictator of this camp after all. After all, my shoulders and back got sunburnt while I was sleeping and searching for Shurik would let me get acquaintance with unexplored locations of the camp. Okay. It was not exactly right to wander around, wearing only swimming trunks, so I should get changed first. In 10 minutes I stood outside Olga's cabin, deciding where to go. Okay, where should we go first, guys? The bus stop or the boathouse? Okay, go to the... Oh, you can go to the forest! And to this place. Huh. I didn't know that. Okay, so we can go to the boathouse, the bus stop, the forest, and I don't know what that is, but we can go there anyways, so you tell me. Also, feel free to okay, one says forest, but feel free to share with your friends about the stream, of course. And it seems like the majority for the moment want to go to the forest, so I guess we'll go with that. It was obvious that Olga with her pioneers had already searched in every nook and cranny of the camp, roamed the length and breadth of it. So probably it's not worth looking for Shurik in the canteen or on the beach. Or in the cybernetics club. It was his second home. Or maybe even his first. Thus, it might be worth looking over the surrounding forest. I didn't plan to go far into the forest, otherwise it might be me who will be searched tomorrow. I didn't really visit the countryside often. I was just living in a country house every summer during my childhood. But that one was very close to the city. But in this camp, it was impossible. No, it was possible to find everything I didn't see for so long. Overwhelming vegetation, singing birds and fresh air. I found a meadow and sat on a stub. How peaceful this place is. But where in the world is Shurik? Actually, he could have gone missing against his own will. He is where he is. Right? I bet we will find Slender. Please don't break me. There he is. Oh, now he's gone. This camp is far from being normal, so pioneer disappearances would not come as something strange. One moment you say this camp is not strange, and the other time you say it's strange. Decide, Celia. It's intriguing. Is it the work of that force which threw me here, or is it just some trivial local entity's doing? Lost in my own thoughts, I didn't notice how the grass before me started moving. I watched closely and saw a squirrel. She approached me carefully and stared at my hands, probably used to getting fed her. Sorry friend, I don't have anything with me. Of course, the squirrel could not understand me and continued to just sit there waiting for treats. I felt sorry because I didn't even have a crumb of bread in my pocket. I realized that I'm even ashamed to look it in the eyes and thus moved forward. After some more wandering, I came to the washstands. Turned out that he is not in the forest either, at least not in the surrounding area. And going farther is just frightening. I walked to the washstands, took off my shirt and tried to wash myself because I was all sweaty. However, it wasn't so easy. I won't be able to get into the wash bowl and there is not even a ladle. Suddenly I heard footsteps from behind. I turned around. Electronic was walking my direction. Looking for Shurik? Yes. You too? Me too. Listen, you know him better. Where could he go? Don't have a clue, he answered sadly. Well, I just don't understand why everyone raised such a panic. During the night, wasn't he in the cabin with you? Then he is absent for not so long. Maybe he went for a walk. You don't know, Shuri. I've already been told that once, said Electronic excitedly. He's fanatically dedicated to his work. His life consists of robotics and cybernetics. People like him are 1 in a million. No, in a milliard. His talent is boundless. I admire him. He is Man of Steel. So now he's a superhero with laser vision. Okay. And he can fly. And his breath is like frost. Oh. Okay. I won't judge. No, simply victorious. At that moment, he looked like Hitler, saying a speech in front of a crowd of 1,000. Because this looks like Hitler. You need to listen to me, son. Even his gestures matched. I've never really seen Hitler do this a lot. Or maybe, I don't know, shop. Yeah, I think it's called billion, not milliard. Okay, so what? So what? You don't understand, do you? No, I couldn't care less. He spends his all, do you get it? All of his free time in our club. So disappearing just like that is unusual for him? Of course. Seems like Electronic calmed down. Okay. He looked at me intently. Are you going to wash? Hitler was actually a weeaboo. Oh my god. It might make sense, actually. Oh, hang on a second, guys. Let's continue. Oh shit, never mind. Need to fix this once again. There we go. Okay, let's see here. It's historically confirmed. Okay, Funda. So, Hitler is a weeaboo. There you go, guys. Not really. Just to rinse a little. It is hot. Me too. He looked around. I wish there was a bucket or a ladle. Something to get more water with. Yeah, I know this already. And let's do this. He walked behind the washstands and pulled one of the taps. To my surprise, its end went up and the water wasn't pouring in the wash bowl, but it's poured at almost 90 degrees. You couldn't manage to wash yourself that way. Oh good, no! I've actually never seen this picture. It looks like a duck face. It really looks like a duck face. Meanwhile, Electronic took his shirt off and then squatted, so it seemed like he pulled down his shorts. Is this what you want me to do? Strip in front of you, like him? That's not going to happen. Sorry, guys. I couldn't really tell because the washstand he was behind was up to his waist. He directed the sport towards himself and started to sing something quietly. Let's clean my chimney sweep. I stood astonished, not knowing what to do. He seemed to notice it. I'll wash myself and give the place to you. Okay, I'm going to try to read this in a second, but let's clean my chimney sweep. I stood astonished, not knowing what to do. He seemed to notice it. I'll wash myself and give a place to you. Gosh, I got massive chills. Well, you know, I just remember that I have something to do. Gotta go! From all peculiarities of Electronic, the moment I saw it was the weirdest one. And it will be all like, no, don't leave. I want you here, with me. No, please. This is enough yaoi for me. Hey, what's up with you? Cold shower on such a hot day is like the best thing ever. Oh. That's pretty much an imitation of him. No. That won't do. And anyway, I have to go. I put on my shirt quickly and ran back to the forest. Well, this escalated quickly. I thought I would see some more. I thought I would see Yaoi. Electronic gives good babies. Yes, of course. I wonder what's got into him. Where should we go next? Should we go to that room 17? Or should we go to the boathouse? Or should we go to the bus stop? I have no idea. Please tell me, guys. While I'm doing that, I gotta check something. Can someone tell me where to go, or else I'll go myself? Okay, bus stop it is. Let's get down to the bus stop. I see a white man. A bus stop seemed to be a fine choice. Strange thoughts came across me. Shirk is in the same situation as me, and so he decided to run away from his camp, maybe by the 410 bus. It could really turn out to be true if he got here by accident too. Although the chances are quite slim. But you never know. What if the bus will really come? However, I could hardly believe that. Indeed, I've spent a couple of minutes waiting at the bus stop, made sure that there's no signs of Shurik or anyone else here, and headed back to camp. Somebody rushed from behind the gates and bumped into me. The impact was so strong, so I staggered. Oh god, that face! It's horrifying. Mika stood in front of me and rubbed her bruised forehead. Oh, sorry. It's alright, it's my fault. I was going to the music club, but got lost in thoughts about a new song. You know, thinking up the lyrics and the music. I haven't realized how I got there. So you don't have to apologize. Her words per minute rate obviously exceeded the recognition limits of my brain. I made an attempt to retreat promptly. Sure. Gotta go, you know. Oh wait! I wanted to leave as usual without having to listen to her, but Miku grabbed my hand. Her grasp gave me the creeps as I got a clear vision of agonizing execution by another rap session. Hatsune Miku! Kawaii desu! Okay, see you for the moment, Fanda. Can you help me a little, please? Just a little bit? That definitely wasn't on my to-do list today. Well, I'd be glad to, but it's... Pretty please? Miku looked at me with such puppy eyes that my heart started to melt. You haven't changed expression! She totally wasn't going to let go of my hand. What exactly do you need? You'll accompany me. I can't manage to compose in such a way. I can sing or play. I can't do both at the same time. Even our Equestria woman has her weak sides. Well, you know, I can't really play an instrument. Never mind that, I'll show you everything. Come on, let's go. Okay, we got another choice, guys. Go with Miku or don't go with Miku. Tell me in the comments right now. Yeah, make sure to tell me as quickly as possible. Does that mean go with her? Okay. Okay. One says don't go with her, and one says go with her. I need more votes. I need more votes. Please tell me. Well, I think we should go with her. So, because I get the deciding of the last vote. So we'll go with Miku. On the other hand, I'm not losing anything, just as she said. However, she dragged me with herself. Nothing good will probably come out of that, but the only way to get her off is to wrest my hand out of hers. That wouldn't be very nice. Nothing bad will happen after all. Probably. When you say that, that is the point where everything goes bad. In a minute, we were already standing in a music club. Miku took a guitar. Here, have a look. She sat down and started playing. I tried to follow her hands. The tune seemed quite easy. It seemed quite easy to repeat it. Got it? Kind of. Let's try. I took the guitar and started playing. It didn't really work out. Let me show you one more time. She played much better than me. Looking at Miku, I'm amused. Of course, she was a chatterbox. She was naive and clumsy. However, she was utterly talented in music. Try again. I managed much better the second time. Wow, that's much better. She smiled. It wasn't hard, in fact. Just repeat the same notes over and over. Just don't lose the track. Start by my command. Okay. Ready? Go. Oh, this song. It's pretty beautiful, actually. Just listen to this. It was a song in Japanese. Frankly speaking, I haven't understood a single word, but Miku's singing was quite good. In fact, it was outstanding. She put her heart in every note and every word. Yeah, music probably is the very thing to dedicate her life to. It seemed like it wasn't her who was choosing the music, but the music has chosen her. The last half an hour presented Miku in a completely different light. Oh, thank you. Did you like it? I finally managed it with you. Alone. It's not so good. I either messed up with the text or missed the strings, and it's just perfect with you. Thank you so much. You really have a talent, you know. Just to play like that without any preparation. No, it seems I have changed my opinion about her too hastily. Thanks for the song. Gotta go. See you. Thanks to... Why do you always walk away when she hasn't finished her sentence? That's kind of mean. The rest of the phrase stayed behind the door. I leaned off on the wall of the club cabin and sighed. Miku's song was still playing in my mind. I went for lunch with mixed feelings, with a sense of accomplishment and with a realization of time wasted. The canteen was crowded. I couldn't stay unnoticed. Olga Dmitrievna called me. Semyon, come to us. Camp leader Slavia and Electronic were sitting at a 4-seat table. I nodded and went to take food. This time I had to spend some minutes in a queue? Yeah, queue. Today's menu didn't really differ from the other day's menu. Dishes looked the same at least. When I sat at the table and wished bon appetit to everyone, Olga said, "So, what are you thinking?" "About what?" "We searched for Shurik all around. It is noon and he is nowhere to be found." I took a note of her rhyme, but didn't want to point it out. We looked all over the camp. I went all around the neighboring forests. Olga looked at me, and I helped too. "We must call the police." "Maybe we should wait until the evening," I asked lazily. "Maybe he went home." "It can't be. Shurik lives thousands of miles away." "By train?" "The nearest station," she paused, "is far." Now it was getting interesting. Every time the conversation reaches the point of concerning ways I could leave Sovyanok, all camp inhabitants started changing the subject. How far is far? Really far. You are going on my nerves, Olga. You really are going on my nerves. Camp leader looked at me, indicating with her look that asking more questions was not advised. "So we should go deeper into the forest. Maybe he got lost." "Shurik always take a compass," shinned Electronic. "I wonder what else could be found in this magic vest, if he even has one. If I would get lost in the forest, compass would be of no real use." "Police. We should call the police in the evening. Not right now, at least." "Okay, see you later." They were all silent. We should be able to find him before evening. We still have time. If he actually got lost, we had no time to lose. We cannot be sure. Then, where is he? Where? There wasn't truth in camp leader's words. Hiding the whole day just like that is suspicious. Electronic and Olga seem sad about Shurik's disappearance, and Slavia is like, "Fuck no, we ain't finding him. Fuck that guy. He's screwed." Why would he do that? Shurik seemed to me quite a serious pioneer. Uliana would have been a better fit with his behavior. So there is a reason to believe that he was gone. All that could be done was already done. We just had to wait. Slavia, Electronic and Olga looked at me sorrowfully, but haven't said a word. I finished my lunch, brought the tray back and left the canteen. It's still a first half of the day. What now? The camp was drifting into an afternoon nap. Only Jenda stared at me through his glasses. Of course, he stared at somewhere else, but I had a feeling that he was constantly watching me. He's alive. But he knows where Shurik is hiding. He just can't tell anything. Disappearance of the cybernetic club leader made me think. Maybe it's something to do with my case. Oh, Pioneer. The nurse stood in front of me. Oh no. Not again. You want me to script once again, nurse? Because these health checks, they're getting kind of annoying. It's like you don't want to health check me, actually. It's more like you want me to take my clothes off all the time. I looked at her curiously. Go and take my place in the infirmary. I have an urgent call. Somebody's injured. Me? Yes, you. Take the keys. What can I do with these keys? Nurse threw me the keys and ran away. Why me? Isn't there anyone else in this camp? What exactly should I be doing? What if something happens? Oh, what can I do now? I missed my chance to refuse. I stood in front of the door with uncertainty. On the one hand, there is nothing to worry about. I'll spend half an hour or so and she'll be back. Yeah, exactly, Mudkip. She wants a good look at me. What if someone comes for actual help? With a broken leg, with an injured head? I began to worry too much. I have ever no serious injuries other than bruises and scratches in this camp. But at the same time, I could not get rid of an idea that in case of a serious situation, I would be absolutely useless. I don't know how to perform CPR. Magazine on a nurse table caught my attention. A good way to relax, I guess. This is labeled Soviet fashion. Published date or month were absent. However, this was not a surprise. There were much stranger things happening here. I didn't know much about Soviet magazines. Maybe they actually didn't have published dates on them. Models dressed in old-fashioned clothes stared at me from glossy pages. Nowadays, nobody would put on such clothes. I smirked. I wonder if Slavia, for example, considered this fashionable. Only imagine what would happen if she appeared in my time wearing something like this. Imagine we are walking hand in hand, I'm wearing my coat with the hood, and she's dressed into a lavish dress covered with laces and thingies. Seems like I'm already imagining Slavia in my world. With me. And not only Slavia. This dress better suits Uliana. This cute safari would look good on Alisa. This skirt and cardigan would look nice on Lena. Just saying, I love cardigans. So I prove that. If only they could be real. No, I saw them, heard them, could even touch them. But still they are here and I simply don't belong to this place. It's alien for me. I'm just waiting for a chance to get out of here. Waiting cause nothing depends on me anymore. I sighed, put my head on the table and fell asleep. I was awakened by the noise of a door opening. Lena stood at the door. Nurse is not here? Then I'll come back later. I'm substituting her. Since I am responsible for pioneer lives, I should do it with all the responsibility. Although, in fact, I was just afraid of something happening because of me. Any health complaints? I tried to give Lena the most accurate smile I could in order to not to confuse her. Nothing special? Just a little headache. PMS. Let's do this. Some painkiller maybe? Of course, I wasn't aware where to find required medicines, so it took me long enough to find them. You fucking stocked up medicine with Lena like 1 day ago. Finally, I had a metamizole tablet to Lena. Thanks. She smiled. That was absolutely unexpected, and so I lost touch with reality staring at her. What? Lena got awkward in a moment. Listen, I've been wondering, do you like this? Don't know what's got it into me, but I grabbed the magazine from the table and showed her the picture of a skirt and cardigan, which would really suit Lena in my opinion. Maybe I went completely nuts thinking about all the girls in my world. Or maybe I wanted to distract myself instead of waiting for the nurse to come back. Lena looked at the picture. Yeah, I guess. Is stuff like this in the trend? I guess. She got confused and started blushing. Why are you asking? Really, why? And we got another choice. I think you'd look gorgeous in it, or just asking. That's pretty romantic. One says, look gorgeous. You look gorgeous. Gotta get laid. Yeah, that's a way to speak, Mudkip. We have one vote, and it's going to become you look gorgeous in it if nobody has something else to say. I'm going to do it. And since nobody else is saying anything else, we'll go with that. Okay, we'll go with I think you'd look gorgeous in it. Thank you. It's alright, I'm just being completely honest. We were quiet for some time. How is your headache? Much better, thank you. She smiled. I'll go. Good luck. Oh, also guys, pay attention to this desktop. Just saying. Then I came out and I continued to look through the magazine. After a while somebody knocked at the door again. It seemed that the infirmary is the most popular place to go. Suddenly I decided to roleplay a nurse, just a male version, and said, "Come in." The door opened and Uliana entered the room. Wow, did I miss the moment when you decided to start knocking? Anything wrong with knocking? She frowned. What's hurting? Why on earth would I tell you? Where's the nurse? In front of you. I imposingly crossed my legs and looked questioningly at her. I better go. Better die than being treated by you. That's quite insulting. How dare you say that to me? She smiled mischievously. You didn't even try. I thought for a moment. Though you could give me pills. Pills here? Well, what's bothering you? Took her some time to reply. Heaviness in the stomach. Sure it's not emptiness in the head. I muttered under my breath. What did you say? Nothing. Give me a second. I found the pills in the first drawer I opened. Thank you, doctor. She smiled cheerfully. Watching Uliana, I could not imagine how such optimistic and active child could have health problems. Stolen candies overdose? Right. Got poison in the canteen. And we got another choice, guys. Okay, so one says candy. Okay, so one says candy overdose. If no one else is going to say any other vote, we're going for that, just saying. Choose first. But you are the ones to choose. So okay, since nobody is saying anything else, we'll go with the stolen candies overdose. She gave me a baleful look. No, left everything for you. Uliana ran out of the infirmary and slammed the door. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Again, I went into studying the Soviet fashion trends. Time passed, but the nurse was still absent. I was just searching for Shurik. Wasn't looking for any clues concerning my state. I was just sitting and flipping through magazines. Just for a moment, I felt quite satisfied with this situation. Eventually, everything happening here could be seen as some sort of trip to a summer camp, and if nothing changes anytime soon, then I can start worrying. Again, somebody knocked on the door. Did I miss an outbreak of an epidemic? Slavia was standing in the doorway. Oh, hi, is the nurse here? Hi, no, she's not here. I'm taking over for today. Great. I'd like... She hesitated. What? By the way, Simeon, Slavia said and looked intently at me. What? Seems like I lost my keys. Have you seen them anywhere? Sure I have. Yes, here. I found them near the canteen yesterday. I wanted to return them to you, but I forgot about it. I was really bad at lying. My cheeks were red, eyes were wandering around, and hands were constantly shaking. Here. I was already preparing myself for an appropriate scolding, but Slavia only took the keys and said, "Thanks. So, what have you come for?" I really had to change the subject. Anything hurts? No, it's nothing. Strange. I wouldn't even think that such an open person as Slavia would keep something quiet. Guys, I think she needs the condoms. If there's something bothering you, tell me. That's why I'm here, to treat people. I smiled widely. No. I mean yes, but no. Hearing that made anything possible, even division by 0. Oh no, that's not possible. Nah, I can't go there. So, how can I help you? You? I guess you can't. She smiled and was going to leave, but suddenly stopped. However... Can you step out for a minute? Why not? Okay. Yeah, it's probably the girl problem, Smudkip. You're right. I stepped out of the infirmary and leaned onto the wall. I wonder what might she be doing? Something that I can't even see. After a minute, the door opened and Slavia came out. She was carrying a small bundle. And we got another choice. Ask about the bundle or do not ask about the bundle. And for you people who are new here, just vote in the comment section. One says ask about the bundle. Another one says ask about the bundle. I think there's a majority on that choice. One says don't ask. I'm going to count down to 0 from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting is over and we'll go with ask about the bundle. Why did you do this, guys? What is it? Nothing. She blushed. Thank you. You're welcome. Slavia ran away. Seems like I shouldn't have asked. See what you did, guys? See what you freaking did? Lindenau was the only one to understand Slavia. I looked at the time. It was getting late. I've read the magazine backwards and forwards, but the nurse wasn't here. Suddenly the door burst open and Elisa ran inside. She looked at me through roughly. What are you doing here? Sitting. I admitted honestly. Okay then. It's even better without the nurse. She murmured. Are you sick? I asked acidly. Elisa didn't answer and came closer to me. Move over. Why? So I can open the drawer. Isn't it obvious? What for? She got angry. None of your business. Well, I'm kinda in charge here. She gave it a thought. Then give me some activated carbon. Stomachache. Yeah. She grinned acidly. I thought there was something wrong here. And we got another choice once again. There's a lot of choices at this part actually. So we get the choice to give Elisa the activated carbon and do not give Elisa the activated carbon. I personally know what she's going to do with the activated carbon since I do study a lot of chemistry. Which you can do some pretty bad stuff with activated carbon. guess the tip, guys. So, vote. And one says, give Alisa the activated carbon. One says, give her the carbon. Okay, so we'll go with give it to her, because the majority of people wants to do that. You can also send me by the Steam messages, so it's not only in the comment section. Give Alisa the activated carbon. Yet, you never know. What if she really has an okay. I reached into the drawer and got packed of activated carbon. Thanks. She wrested it from my hand and ran away. It was 50 minutes till dinner and the nurse still wasn't back. I guess just leaving like that won't do. She asked me after all, and who knows what might happen if I leave. Though, who might want to steal anything from here? It doesn't matter if you had bad English, I understand anyways. Except for Alisa stealing activated carbon. I opened the magazine again and began flipping through it for the 9th time. Is it supposed to say 9th time? It says 9th time. The fashion of 80s wasn't that fun anymore. Yeah, I can agree with that. If you read it through like 100 times over and over again, I don't think it will become that enjoyable to read anymore. Yawning got me several times. It was already 6 o'clock, hence dinner has already started. Of course, I had to be on watch till the end, but my stomach seemed to have its own opinion on this matter. I stood up and steadily headed to the exit. Some rustling sound came from behind the door. Could it be someone else who got poisoned, broke their arm, or is something even worse? Oh guys, pay attention to the desktop now. I sighed heavily and pulled the doorknob. However, there was no one out here. Seems like it was just my imagination. Oh, what's that? It looks pretty tasty. I returned inside and instantly noticed that something had changed in the infirmary. To be precise, an apple appeared on the table. But where from? Fruits can't just materialize from thin air by themselves, can they? Actually, according to science, you can actually teleport things from a location to another location. There's a lot of videos explaining it. Though it takes a lot of time to do so. Though in this camp everything is possible. Chances are someone just brought it here. Maybe Lena wanted to thank me. Given that she's all shy and... But wait. How did she just walk past me like that? Lena wouldn't climb through the window after all. So there must be something else. I was suddenly overwhelmed by fear. What if the apple is poisoned? Though, why would someone complicate things when I'm here totally helpless and can be killed way easier? Maybe they didn't want to have to clean their room afterwards. If they wanted to slice you up, you know. I don't know. Or it might be the apple which Eve tasted in the Garden of Eden. The apple is alive. In this case, I certainly should not eat it. The same second, my stomach reminded me of itself by rambling traitorously. However, it would take time to close the infirmary, to reach the canteen, to take food. My stomach is about to eat itself. That would make it pretty funny if you think about it. It's like an infinity. It gets filled up, then it eats itself, then it gets filled up, then it eats itself. It would become a complicated circle, trust me. There is nothing wrong, I guess. Once again, I tried to remember if this apple was here before. In the end, it must have appeared from somewhere. Maybe it got here through the window. The shutter was slightly open, so someone must have put it there. Nothing serious, however. I will get another choice. Eat the apple or do not eat the apple. Oh, wait a second. Two says that I should eat it because Snow White ate the apple. Okay, 3 says we should eat it, and no one else has any objections, so we'll go with that. Finally, a hunger prevailed, and I started chewing on a ripe green apple with an appetite. Its taste seemed usual, though I don't think that even the strongest poison can be tasted. But it's too late to think about it. It was time to go for a dinner. Along my way, I was reached by Electronic. How is it going? Did you find Shurik? No, still no signs of him. Don't worry. We'll find him. I tried to cheer him up. Too much time has passed. I'll just keep on searching. What about dinner? No, finding Shurik is more important. Have you thought about that? If you eat, you have more energy to actually search for him, which might be better than taking just that time to eat instead and search for him, which may be worse actually. He ordered thoughtfully. I left him at the crossroads and wished him good luck. Pioneers crowded in a doorway. I quickened my pace, trying not to be the last one of the line, at least for today. And I was lucky. In the far corner was an absolutely empty table. I took my dinner quickly and sat at the table. Tonight's dinner consisted of fruit soup and a pair of buns. This set surprised me at first, but tasting it was actually nice. I concentrated on eating. Lena, let's go here. Look, three free shares. That's a tongue twister. Lena and Miku stood in front of me. Is it taken? I wondered, Lena. No, of course not. Take a seat. Of course, I wish she was alone. Thank you. As soon as Lena said that, Xenia jumped out from behind her back. I'll sit here. There are no places left, she said, putting her tray on a table and sat down, not even waiting for my answer. Sure, make yourself at home, I muttered sorrowfully. What? Nothing. To tell the truth, I wanted to reduce the world company to just Lena, though nor Miku nor Xenia. What the fuck is Xenia? Weren't causing too much trouble. Except one was too talkative and the other was too arrogant. But nevertheless, they were absolutely harmless, especially comparing it to some others. Oh, seems like I forgot a key. Don't worry, take mine. I was surprised by Miku's short reply. Do you live together? Of course, didn't you know? Together, our cabin is the rearmost. I mean the farthest from here. I mean the last one. I wouldn't be too surprised if somebody told me that Lena lived with Slavia, or with Xenia at worst. Even Electronic. But silent and shy Lena and excessively talkative Miku making company? That's really a surprise. Did you find Shurk? It's strange that Senia disturbed by someone else's problems. No. Sure, he is at the village buying cigarettes. Or vodka. Vodka! We need to drink the vodka, guys. She snorted. Village? That very moment conversation got much more interesting. How far away is the village? Anything wrong with villages? Senia looked amazed. You mean there's a village nearby? I think so, she said uncertainly. I looked at Lena and Mikko, but they were busy with their meals and did not pay attention to our conversation. You mean you don't know exactly? Why should I care? Senia stared at her dish. But there must be localities nearby. Listen. I'm listening. I don't know, will you let me eat? Whoa, chill. I didn't mean to make you all angry and upset. Seems like I won't be getting anything from her. Though, there's a chance that she really doesn't know. The remaining time was spent listening to Miku talking about some nonsense. I was just slowly going mad in silence. Obviously, first thing I did after going out after that was inhaling a great amount of fresh air. The sun was setting. I decided to take a walk. Highly unlikely that I will find anything more exciting to do for the rest of the evening. That way something interesting could arise quite unexpectedly. I was approaching the square when I heard a loud clap. Oh shit! It's the Al-Qaeda! Al-Khbar! Seemed like something exploded. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea of a monkey. One more year and I'll be able to drink alcohol, so... In 1 year I might be doing this stream again, drinking vodka. I felt paralyzed. I am in a hostile environment, not knowing the rules and laws of this place. It would be better for me to run, but at the same time I was curious. Probably I'll just keep here standing, but somebody grabbed my hand. It was Olga. Why are you standing here? Let's go and see what happened. Can't you ever manage without me? I begged her piteously. It shouldn't be anything serious, I hope. When we came to the square, there was already a crowd of pioneers. Olga vigorously pushed through the crowd and approached toward the crime scene. Obviously someone tried to glow up Genda. But attackers failed, the monument was still standing upright. There were only dim trashes on the pedestal. Well, and who did this? She looked over a crowd of pioneers. Sure thing, it wasn't done by an organized terrorist bunch. How do you know? It's probably Al-Qaeda. I bet it's Al-Qaeda. They're here to invade us. With their goddamn bombs. They all came here just to look at what happened. I noticed Uliana and Alisa in the crowd. And it looks like our camp leader noticed them too. You two, here! They approached reluctantly. Never heard that word? Why always me? If you think so. Show me your hands, Dvashevskaya. What's wrong with them? I looked closer and saw they were smeared with black. Now it's clear. What did you make a bomb with? Junior terrorists seemed to be hesitating whether to confess or not, but then blurted out proudly. Activated carbon, saltpeter and sulfur. See guys, I told you! Activated carbon, you can make some pretty messed up stuff. If you read chemistry, trust me, you will learn a lot. And you still gave her the activated carbon! Why exactly the monument? What did this honored man ever do to you? The fighter for the rights of... Besides, he gave me the activated carbon. Oh shit, see what you've done, guys? She pointed at me with her finger. The whole square stared at me. Thoughts about pointlessness of this act due to the small bomb size left me at the very moment. She stole it. I did nothing. Even if he gave it to you, I'm sure that Simia would never take part in such a disgusting antisocial act. Yes, exactly. Kaboom! I agreed. I could hardly imagine how long would she keep on scolding Alisa if Electronic wouldn't pop off that very moment shouting, I found it! I found it! Everyone turned towards him. He held a boot in his hand. Here. Wow, that's a nice shoe. It's indeed a very nice shoe. Let's sell it at the black market. Electronic shook it over his head. It's Shurik's boots. Okay, calm down. Tell us in detail where you find it. In the forest, on the way to the old camp. Whispers ran among the pioneers. Old camp? Old camp? Are you sure? Absolutely. What's wrong with this old camp? I joined in the conversation. Nothing special, really. She stammered. One of the Sylvianox legends tells the story of a young camp leader's ghost living there. She fell in love with a pioneer, but he rejected her, and so she killed herself. That's kind of horrible, actually. Did harakiri with a kitchen knife. Harakiri! Next day, that boy was hit by a bus. Well, that's ironic. Uliana ran out of the crowd. Bus? I held myself from asking about the route's number. But science doesn't approve of ghost existence, so we have nothing to be afraid of. Anyway, somebody should go there. Suddenly the crowd started to thin. Olga, it's almost night. Maybe tomorrow? I turned around and saw Slavia and Lena. What if at night... Oh, just a second, guys. What if at night something happens to him? No, today, right now. By the way, where is this place? Electronic roughly described me the directions and told me the story of the old camp. Camp leader looked at me attentively. If you think that you're the only man here. What happened to Electronic? I looked around the area. That's right. Electronic was quick to flee. I still didn't want to walk in the woods alone. If you ask me, I would. And guys, we'll take a break here actually, so I'll be saving and I will start this broadcast soon enough. And we will keep continuing with the story. Just give it maybe a 15 minutes break about, and we'll continue with this story soon enough. And I hope you enjoyed this stream, so thank you for watching, and I hope you will join in back in 15 minutes. So bye for the moment.